We are going to be making a coil cupcake, meaning a cupcake with a coiled top. To do that, you need to start off by breaking your clay into 2 separate pieces. Go ahead and set one of them aside. The first one we're going to make into a pinch pot, and this will be the bottom of the cupcake. So first you need to take the clay and shape it into a ball just by squeezing it. Once you have the ball shape, you need to smooth it out by rolling. You can roll it on your mat, or you can roll it between your hands. You want to get that as smooth as you can. Okay. Now once you have your smoothed out ball, you need to make a pinch pot. To do that, you take your thumb, you push it into the middle of the clay as far as you can, not all the way through though, and then you're going to pinch while you turn the clay around and around. And as you pinch and turn the clay, it opens up into a pinch pot. Now, once you have that opened up, this is going to be the base of the cupcake. Now, it has to be hollow inside when it goes into the kiln, which is why we opened up the base. So what you're going to do now is smooth out the cupcake. This is, again, the bottom of the cupcake. And then to make the cupcake ridges, we're going to go ahead and use a popsicle stick. So to do that, just go around, and actually I'm going to smooth this out just a little bit more. You're going to go around and make little indentions with the popsicle stick all around the whole cupcake base. This is going to look like that cupcake wrapper texture. Okay, now the second part of the coil cupcake will be to actually make the coil and stick it on top of the cupcake. So I have this part done. I'm going to go ahead and set that aside. And then I'm going to take that other piece of clay that I had set aside previously. I'm going to take pieces off, or actually I could do it as one big piece if I wanted to. It's a little bit easier if you do it in 2 pieces. But you go ahead and first you pinch it into a snake. This just makes it easier to roll. Okay, so once you've pinched it into a snake, you're going to go ahead and roll it out, rolling it back and forth with either one hand or both hands. But the longer it gets, you're going to need to use 2 hands. Okay, now I have it rolled out, so the next part is called score and slip. Now, score and slip happens when you take something like a toothpick or a popsicle stick and you make little ridges or scores in wherever you're going to stick something. So I can take this toothpick and I can make little marks all along the edge of my cupcake base. This is where I'm going to actually be putting the coil. Then I'm going to take some water and I'm going to rub that along all of those marks that I just made. Again, this is called scoring and slipping. Score is the marks and slip is the water. So now I'm ready to take my coil and I'm going to press it down right where I scored and slipped. And as I complete that first layer, I'm going to need to coil it in. So at this point, I'm going to take my toothpick, I'm going to score on top of this coil here. I'm going to take some more water for a slip, and I'm going to coil that right on top there. Okay, now it's not complete, so I'm going to take the rest of that clay that I made, or that I had set aside. I'm going to roll it out to a nice long snake so that I can complete the coil. Okay, and then I'm just going to continue that coil. So again, scoring, and it's important to score and slip or else my pieces will fall apart. This is clay glue. And I'm going to connect that snake there, just going to smooth it together so it looks like it's a continuation. And I'm going to keep coiling, going inward as I go. And then I'm going to go back and score and slip just one more time. I'm going to go ahead and also put slip along the rest of my coil so that it will really stick. And make sure again that you're going inward as you complete the coil. Okay, so I have that filled in there, and then at this point you could just go back and smooth anything out that you needed to smooth. Make sure that it's all really stuck on there well so that when it's fired it stays together.